fresh tips, clear and true, practical wisdom just for you. A new perspective, a brand new view, 5 fresh tips to see you through. Life, love, healing, and home. Expert advice, so you're never alone.
Hi, I'm Bonnie Scott, a therapist and a fresh starts expert. And I'm here today with 5 fresh tips for you to help you find a therapist who's a good fit. 1, consider what you need to feel secure. You're going to be vulnerable with the therapist you find, and you are totally allowed to have preferences and specifications. Do you need someone of a particular belief system, gender, or other identity? Do you want someone who is straightforward or someone more gentle? Do you want homework? Do you have a specific goal, or are you looking for a self-exploration approach? Make a list before you really start looking so you have some way of narrowing down the options. 2, ask for recommendations. Ask friends or family about their therapy experiences. I often make referral lists if my clients ask me for suggestions for other folks in their lives. Ask about the topic in your online groups or other social groups like your book club or your workout classes. You can also ask your healthcare providers, who have probably coordinated with a few professional therapists who work with their populations. 3, consider the logistics. You may want to consider the cost and if you can use your insurance or not. You might need a virtual option or someone who practices in person in your part of town. You might find it easier to schedule from week to week, or it might work better to have a standing appointment. But the logistics need to work if you're going to be successful in your therapy goals. 4, try some therapists to check out the vibe. Many therapists will offer free consultations where you can ask them questions or get to know them a little bit. It's also okay to even try a couple of sessions to see how you feel. Like all good relationships, there is some magic to finding the right therapist for you. There's the straightforward pieces that we can be a good fit, like the logistics we just talked about. But the mysterious part of working well with someone is harder to define. Whoever you're considering, you may want to ask questions like, what can I expect in a normal session with you? Or do you have experience with the topic I want to work on? So that you can get a better idea of how it might feel to work with this person more long term. 5, understand some of the basics of therapy. Everything you talk about will be confidential, but there are some limits to that, like mandatory reporting of abuse. Also, therapy isn't meant to last forever. The goal is for most therapists to work their way out of a job by making sure that you feel supported to grow. You can stay in therapy long term, or you can come and go, or you can stay for a few sessions. But you should talk about those expectations with your therapist. If they don't support your goals, it's okay to move on. You may dip into heavier topics one session and then spend the next session backing away from the tough stuff. And that's okay. Therapy should move at your pace. You might be uncomfortable at times. That's the way it is. But you also shouldn't feel re-traumatized or rushed to get through your topic. I hope these 5 fresh tips help you find a therapist who's a good fit for you. Remember, you can always find me at Fresh Starts Registry in the Expert Guide. I'm Bonnie Scott, and never forget, we're proud of you.
Hey, thank you for listening to today's 5 tips for more expert advice. Head to freshstartsregistry.com and don't forget, we're always proud of you.